Hello everyone, Ordinary Samurai here back with another video. Today I will be giving my 2 cents into the topic of Tier 3 destroyers for players who are new or newer to the tier. Let's get started. First, like most of the ship classes I play on, I arrange them in builds that fall into 4 distinct groups. First, Anti-Submarine. Anti-Submarine is the build you are viewing right now. There are dozens of ways to go about an anti-submarine build, and the vessel you currently see in this video at this singular moment in time is the CN Nanchang, a Chinese T3 DDG equipped with weapons any player, level 20 or higher, can get, and relatively easily. As you may have noticed, 2 of the weapons aren't anti-sub, but would be the Karambit missile and the WZ helicopter. I use these weapons because they bring some anti-ship firepower to this build. Anti-sub builds can be very useful, and in the right conditions a patient captain can either make or break the victory for his team using his build against subs. However, when trying to get footage of this nandy-dandy anti-sub build in action, out of 10 games recorded none had a sub present, so you will just have to take my word. For an anti-sub build to be efficient, you need to have at least a 2x grenade launcher slot in your ship. Most ships at this tier do, some do not have any, and therefore would not be effective anti-sub builds. Another point is that the ship needs to have at least 3 total missiles. A 2x missile and a 1x missile are preferable. 1x swarmator or 3x grenade and at least 2x torpedo will be an effective sub hunter, as it has the torp ability to continually engage a sub while the grenades destroy torpedoes that pose a threat to your ship. The remaining weapons should be dedicated to anti-ship roles as seen here with my Karambit, so you can reliably assist the team when a sub threat is not present or neutralized. The second build for destroyers is anti-ship. This will probably be the most detailed one, as the most common enemy you will face will be surface ships, and they won't go away like your father, so you will need to know how to deal with them. This will be a long one, so if you made it this far, consider joining the Discord server linked on my channel. Okay, enough of reaching the word limit, let's get started. There is no easy way around this. Anti-ship is the most common aspect of the game obviously, and the amount of anti-ship weapons is staggering, and the amount of anti-ship playstyles is unfathomable. There are literally dozens of anti-ship playstyles, and each one can be broken down further. To keep it simple, I like to keep it to medium range. Here again, I am using the Karambit because it acts a lot like a DF-100 in the fact that it will adjust its trajectory slightly to avoid hitting islands and obstacles. It also does decent damage. For my cannon I am using Koalitsa, although the Zumwalt railgun, aka Railgun 155, is also decent. Take it from someone who's played this hellish unforgiving game since May 2021, the more rounds a cannon fires in a burst, the worse the damage and accuracy are. It's better to have a gun that has 1, 2, 3 shots in a burst, as that not only gets your damage out quicker but is also more accurate at any range. For my grenade launcher I am using Arbu 12000, as it has a shorter burst, quicker reload, and is overall pretty effective. It's actually one of my favorite weapons. This little level 15 grams L for torpedo, I'm using whatever I had available. This one is pretty decent, but in anti-ship, sometimes they aren't at all useful, and sometimes they are the difference in life and death. This is a vast game and everyone views it and plays it slightly differently, therefore I say be creative. You don't have to do what I do, but find the weapons that give you results. The best way to do that is to first identify your ship and war tactic. Here I am using the Ushakov, which has 2x gun, 2x GL and 2x missile and 2x torp. A pretty well-rounded DDG, and my goal is mid to long range combat. Karambit and Koalitsa are perfect for this, and seeing as how I am on Storm and the fact that most mid-range fights end in straight brawling anyways, the GLS and torps will be useful later. It is a bad idea to use a long-range weapon like X51 in tandem with a short-range weapon like AK-130 buckshot. While this can be devastating in close range and actually sounds fun, it won't do much good in a long-range fight. Your build should either be a jack of all trade like a mid-range build, or should go all the way to one side or the other. X-51 and Koa can make a decent long-range build, and staying way in the back will make you an unseen sniper, or you could make a build specifically for getting in close, in this case AK-130 buckshot combo with Type 726 in the GL slot with any missile of your choosing, plus whatever torques you prefer will be a devastating brawler capable of going toe-to-toe with even the toughest of battleships, assuming the conditions and support are correct. Realistically, you can use any combo of weapons, but I do not recommend it. Use short range with short range and medium range, and use long range with long range and medium range. Medium range is like the middleman in this equation. It's powerful and efficient enough to use at long range, and it's quick on the reload and easy to aim at short range. This is why I like it as a medium range build, for anti-ship can prepare you for numerous situations. That was a lot of rambling, so I will sum it up. Research your weapons before you buy, and if you already bought, then practice them. If they are long-range weapons, don't try to use them at long range with short-range weapons. Find your style and/or tactic and stick with it. Essentially, short-range weapons, like the buckshot or torpedoes, are the most useful at long range, and even grenade launchers can suffer here, so plan accordingly. It will take trials and error, but once you find a build and tactic that works, you will be able to enjoy the game much more, as well as grind more efficiently. It's worth it. If you are still here, I commend you. Join the Discord and let me know you got this far. Now I will shut up and let you enjoy the action. I don't have much to add on until we get to the third and fourth builds, which are anti-air and other. Subscribe and share the video with your mom. The third build, anti-air. Not much to say on this build, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take a bunch of missiles like RIM 161 Prometheus or RIM 174 and stuff them onto a ship with 3 separate missile slots and use them to bully those annoying no-good scumbags. Stagger your launches. Wait for them to flare. Then count 1 second after their flare, then fire a missile. If they flare, do it again. Their flares will get backed up or they will run out and their planes will be lost. Taking down strike fighters like this will take forever and you may run out, but this is really effective at downing bombers and drones. Aircraft that aren't so easily replaced, and when they are gone, reducing the carrier's striking ability significantly. Rims both 161 and 174 are somewhat decent against ships, but they fire fast, which is a bonus as well. The fourth build, however, is anything you can come up with, but usually pertains to a combo of the previous 3 builds like my Nanchang or Ushakov. Which you didn't notice Nanchang being a combo anti-ship, anti-sub and Ushakov as well. I used them because they were also exceptional models of what a simple yet effective loadout should be that can encounter all types of situations. My Ishiguro anti-air is mainly for when I am particularly annoyed at planes. I will break it out and go bird hunting. Good day everyone, cheers.